border and my tree. Try not to swear because it's daytime, isn't it? Oh. Could be somebody not working. You've been eating healthier this year. So anybody watching this on playback, what have you been up to? Not a lot to do, is there? I knew that we would go into a bloody lockdown. Just knew it. Glad I got it last Sunday, I really am. Ah, dear. I don't know what to do now. Obviously, because the schools are closing, the boy is at home with the wife. He's doing so he starts his Zoom schoolwork tomorrow, and then the wife has had to reschedule her work pattern. So she's having to work Saturday and Sunday now. So I work during the week. She works on the weekend. And it's too wet. Bloody do anything on the house on the weekend. No doubt she'll find something for me to do indoors. Like hoovering. So what have you got, Nick, that can keep you occupied during this time of no detecting? I got nothing. I love munching on a good apple, nice and slurpy. It's like something else I like to slurp on. Nice cup of soup. Hi, Nicola. You're moving back to the UK. I saw you mention that on a couple of streams. So, what is it like in Spain at the moment? We've been working from home for a year. Jesus. Do you find that beneficial? Or would you rather be back out into the office? Hello, Dean. Keeping me clothes on today. Obviously with us going into national lockdown, my work is production and welding. So as long as we got people still being able to go onto site and do stuff like that, we'll still have the orders coming in, which is good in a way, because during the first lockdown, I think we were still open for a couple of weeks, and then obviously because they stopped people going on to building sites, it affected our orders coming in. So we shut the door for 3.5 weeks, before some of us came back. But obviously, I think this time around they're still letting people work on building sites. So people still needing to work. So we're still coming in. I travel about, I think it's just 17 miles door to door to get to work. No, so no, it's good. I set up an office up here, so no commuting or having to buy lunches. You make yourself a packed lunch to take to work anyway, wouldn't you? We used to have a little butty wagon come around to us, and God, that was terrible. That was because like they used to let you have a tab, so you just pay it up at the end of the week. But when you're not exchanging money, sort of like have a couple of burgers and a portion of chips, and say I'll pay at the end of the week, and bill soon added up when you were doing that. See, my dad's a farmer. He's off at the moment, but only because he works all year round. So has his holidays over Christmas. But he's always had a packed lunch made for him. I've never ever had a woman make me a packed lunch. Oh, you had a cafeteria at work. Nice and hot food though. Is that you've had 6 pot noodles today, Dean? Yeah, I am badly done too. I don't know what it is. Every girlfriend that I've had never made me a packed lunch. Never. Rustler's Burger. As some of the boys on the shop floor here, they call them cancer in a bun, those Rustler's Burgers. I don't make a packed lunch when I go digging because I'm not out long enough. When I went out earlier in the year, when my dad and my brother and my nephew used to meet up at the field, and my brother used to crack open the back of the van. He used to have a camping stove in there, and used to have a massive wad of bacon packs, 2 packs, and used to cook up the bacon on it. A couple of loaves of bread, and he'd say, "Well, eat what you want, got to be used." So we used to have about 4 bacon butters around about lunchtime. But obviously, my own chance to go detecting is on a weekend at the moment. Well, was before we went into lockdown. So I literally only go out for about 2 or 3 hours at a time, and that's about it. Philip Will's in the house. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for popping in. I've got about another 6 minutes, and then I'll be back to bossing everyone around. That's my train of thought now. So yeah, obviously with this cold weather, even if we were able to go out detecting, I'd be out on my own. I wouldn't drag Aaron around the field with me. He's it bad enough when he plays football in this weather. So plus with the most of the fields that are planted, the only land I get to go on is pasture, and it's hard digging for him. Hi Decima, how are you? It will come again, Nicola. I don't know what the ruling is for detecting on your own land. Because obviously that field where I had my little emotional outburst, that's our land. I have to go up there daily, even with a torch, to check on the sheep, make sure they're not stuck in the hedges or anything. So if I'm having to go up onto my own land to check on the sheep, would I be breaking the rules by swinging a metal detector? Detector Kev. What's that cack on your wall? There you go, mate. This is my office, this is. It's a bit of a mess. Keep in charge of all the stock, all the more consumables, all that stuff down on the floors, like offcuts off the laser, which will eventually get to sell on eBay. Well, that field that I was in, Philip, was it's literally 5-minute walk. I could get in the car, drive it in about 30 seconds, or I walk up there in 5 minutes. But it's one of those sticky things, you know, like I could go up there, I could do my round of the checking the sheep, and then swing the detector for a couple of hours, put a video out, and then I'd have a backlash of people, wouldn't it? Or I just go up there and don't do the video, but doing a video when I'm out detecting is it's like having you lot out there with me. It's I find something, and then it almost feels like I'm looking over my shoulder, going, look what I found. It's not the same. I do enjoy making the videos. Should be a Spurs flag. God, desperate. I'd have to be desperate. Trouble is, Kev, it's one of those grey areas. You can get on the wrong side of people, and I know there's enough animosity in the detecting community at the moment. I like to stay on the good side of everyone. So NCMD haven't said we can't detect for an hour. Yeah, it was that grey area before, wasn't it? People were classing it as exercise. I suppose people like me, it is a bit of exercise, isn't it? It's walking around and hard work digging on this land. It's no, the last thing I want to do is go out there. If they come out and said, well, it's your land and you're checking on the sheep, and while you're out there, you can do some detecting. If I did some detecting and did a video, last thing I want to do is put it on YouTube and then get everybody hitting me with backlash saying that, oh, you know, you're breaking the rules, you're giving detecting a bad name, because I'm new to this hobby relatively. And the last thing I want to do is I've found a hobby that I really like. It's good for my mental stress. And last thing I want to do is give it a bad name. Oh dear. All right. I'm going to have to get back off to work now. Thanks for popping in. It was nice to talk to somebody. I might set up a live maybe next week or something on a Monday. Just do a bit of chit chat. Let people come on and have a bit of event, you know, get things off their chest if they want to, because it is you need someone to talk to, you need someone to vent to. So I might try and set that up maybe on a Monday. It's good to talk. I think the government should specify the reason why you can't detect. If it's because of taking away emergency services, I think it might be. I think it's more to do with the emergency services, Philip. How you would hurt yourself out in the middle of a field, I don't bloody know, but they got to think that the emergency services got to get out there to you. No flows available. Well, you just hold on to it until you're next available to see you. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming in. And I don't know, if I'm bored tomorrow, I might even do another one. So then, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you again, all right? Ta-da.